Freud said, "Beauty has no obvious use, nor is there any clear cultural necessity for it, yet civilization could not do without it." We find beauty interesting. We crave beauty all the time, looking for it everywhere, whether it is in paintings, literature, films, poems, or, more importantly, in humans. A peacock shows its feathers to attract and show how beautiful it is, how strong, healthy, and impressive it is. So beauty is a signal of good health and well-being. Dostoevsky said, "Beauty will save the world." But is it true? Dostoevsky had a bad life, a life of grief and torture. He lost wives, sons, and daughters, but he never lost himself because he had found beauty. In his world, beauty is everywhere. You just have to look for it. He turned his grief into art, into human understanding, and that's beautiful. To keep looking for what is beautiful, ignoring the bad things, gives us hope, and that is surely necessary for life. The female virtue is beauty. A beautiful woman goes through life constantly attracting and getting attention from the other gender. Humans seek admiration and belonging. A lot of women get attention very easily. Most of them spend their lives depending on attractive features. Therefore, they get disappointed or depressed because beauty fades and can be stripped away. Some others take interest in other pathways such as intelligence, skill, personality, or social presence. When Marilyn Monroe was trying to pave her way in the industry, film directors would tell her that she was not beautiful enough to be part of those films. Therefore, she created her iconic walk, which was a combination of innocence and sexuality. She used the cute voice of a small girl. She had innocence written all over her, but that was part of her seduction tactics. Still, in the end, she overdosed because of depression. Beauty gives a woman power if it is used the proper way. Cleopatra, for example, the Egyptian queen who made Julius Caesar and Mark Antony fall in love with her, was a master of the art of seduction. She used her beauty in the best way possible by holding power. She would constantly change moods to confuse her lovers, all to keep them pursuing her more. She had the reputation of an unpleasable woman. Therefore, powerful men, in full naivety, tried to seduce her, but got caught in the nest she built. Cleopatra used her beauty to win over a kingdom by making Caesar fight for her and then Antony. Except for the power that one can get from beauty, there are downsides as well. Beauty creates envy. Especially women get jealous over the fact that they can't compete against someone as pretty. Also, men, angry at the fact that they can't have her, judge her in the most disgusting ways or deny her beauty. Cleopatra was hated in Rome as the woman who stained the Roman flag. Therefore, Octavian and his men were eager to do everything to bring her down, and that's what they did. Another big problem with beauty is the male gaze. John Berger said, "Men dream of women. Women dream of being dreamt of by men. Men look at women. Women watch themselves being looked at by men." This shows that men see women as objects, as prizes. Beautiful women are turned into objects of display to be looked at, gazed at, and stared at by men. Like in the movie Malena, a beautiful woman waiting for the return of her husband during the war. The attention she gathers is unescapable, and she has to endure provocations and perverted comments, which get more and more disgusting every day. She has to endure men lusting over her body and staring at her, and all of that because she was born with attractive features. It is very ironic that we have to suffer for things we didn't choose, and yet people who sin miserably don't get judged or condemned, even though it was their choice.